by gases. So like liquid, gases also exert pressure. So in gases and liquid, the molecules move freely. But in gases, the molecules move more freely. So when the gases occupy the space in the container, the molecules collide with each other and they create a force due to which a pressure is created on the walls of the container. So liquid exert pressure in two conditions. Liquid exert pressure equally in all direction in a given at a given height, whereas the liquid pressure also increases with height. So if we go inside the sea water, the pressure will be more there. Why? Because pressure increases with at the base of the liquid increases at the lowest base, whereas liquid the pressure of the liquid decreases at the highest at the top. So let us come to the topic pressure exerted by gases. So why does a balloon inflate on feeling air into it? Let us find the answer. So in the gases, the molecules of gas continuously collide with each other and with the walls of the container. When a molecules collide with the walls of the container, it exerts force on the wall. Thus, all the molecules colliding with the walls add sum ups to produce a large force, which in turn exert a large pressure on the walls of the container. And so, the size of the container expand and they create and that expansion is due to the collision of the molecules present in the gases. So underline this line. when the molecules when the molecules collide with the walls of the container, it exerts force on the wall. So all the molecules containing with the walls sum up to produce a large force, exert a large pressure on the walls of the container. So see here the diagram how the molecules are colliding the walls of the container. So the molecules are moving freely and they are colliding each with each other. See here how they are colliding. They are moving freely and they are colliding. So they create a large force and due to which a large pressure is created inside the wall of the container. So that is why the size of the balloon get increased. That means balloon get inflated. Even on heating a gas, as you know, heat or temperature increases the movement of the molecules. So on heating a gas, particles move even more rapidly and create a greater pressure. So this pressure can become so big that the container might even burst. So large pressure may also cause damage to the container. Why? Because if we heat a gas also, the molecules will move more rapidly and there will be more collision, and due to this more force will be created, and due to the more force more pressure will form. Now you know that air is a mixture of gases. So therefore when the air is filled in a stretchable container like balloon, the air molecules make a number of collisions in the walls of the balloon. So these collisions create too much pressure in the walls of the balloon from the inside that the balloon expands and hence increases. Another observation from a daily life is that air is used in the tires of the vehicles. So tire of the vehicle has also need to be maintained. So if pressure is less in the tire, then the friction between the tire and the road increases, and due to which the vehicle does not move easily. And even if the pressure is increased more than required, then the tire may get burst also. Why? Because due to the so much of pressure is created inside the tire, though that will cause the bursting of the tire. So the tire get inflated due to the air pressure or the gases. That means the gas exert pressure. So we conclude that the gases exerts pressure, which is due to the collision of the molecules among themselves and with the walls of the container. So gases also exert pressure. Why? Due to the molecules which collide with each other and they create a large force due to which they get due to the large force more pressure is created and they strike the wall of the container. So that's about the pressure exerted by gas. Now come to the atmospheric pressure, the layer of air, since air contains a mixture of gases. So atmospheric pressure means the pressure of air present in the atmosphere is called atmospheric pressure. The layer of air that envelops the surface of earth is called the atmosphere. Underline this line. The layer of air that envelops the surface of air is called atmosphere, which extend up to 300 km above the surface of the earth. So this atmosphere has a weight due to which it exerts pressure on us. So this atmospheric pressure has a weight due to which it exerts pressure, which is known as atmospheric pressure. In fact, the air in our atmosphere is constantly pushing on us and everything else. So that's why air exerts pressure. Now, do you know why there is a warning sign on a deodorant spray to tell you you're not to leave them in the sunshine? It is because if they get too hot due to the heat of the sun, they might expand, and that's why there is a warning sign. That means deodorant may get burst also. So that's why it is advisable not to spray the deodorant in the sun, to leave them in the sun side. Now here an activity is shown to demonstrate the existence of atmospheric pressure. Material required are the glass tumbler, some water and a square cardboard plate. Fill a glass tumbler with water up to the brim and then place a square piece of cardboard. That means on the just below the top level of the water glass, fill the water and then place a square piece of cardboard. Turn the glass along with the cardboard upside down and slowly remove your hand. What do you observe? The piece of cardboard does not fall and water stays inside the glass. So this shows that the cardboard does not fall due to the atmospheric pressure acting on it in the upward direction. So that means air pressure is created in the upward direction. So atmospheric pressure acts in the upward direction. Underline this line. Atmospheric pressure acts in the upward direction. So here, that's why the piece of cardboard does not fall. Why? Because the atmospheric pressure is just acting in the upward direction, not in the downward, but in the upward direction. So in the same way, when you keep the rubber sucker on the table hardly, and after some time you have to pull the rubber sucker will not come pull out. Why? Because the air between the rubber sucker and the table exert pressure. So if we have to remove the rubber sucker, then we have to apply more force equal to the atmospheric pressure. So this means that atmospheric pressure creates pressure in the upward direction. So that's all.